At the Cantech Investment Conference, we're talking to Kate Hiscox from Venzee. Kate, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
So, with your company Venzee, you're tackling one of the biggest challenges that the retail sector faces, which is data collection.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your solutions?
So I've worked in e-commerce and supply chain management for about 18 years. Venzee is my sixth company at this point. Two of the companies I built in the past and sold private companies were in e-commerce, right? So I've lived life as a retailer. That's when I first ran into this challenge in 2004. I realized that every single supplier whose products I sold online just were going to fill my inbox every day with spreadsheets, right? Because the software I was using for my store was not the same as the software the supplier uses. So our systems weren't compatible. So we sold that company, got the opportunity to do another e-commerce play in 2013, almost 10 years after the first, and I was horrified to learn nothing had changed, it had become worse. So that's really, that's a great example, I think, of companies, right? When you discover a problem that way, you can come with a solution that you know is going to get adopted. So for retail, absolutely, $23 trillion industry, runs for the most part on spreadsheets, which creates a super labor-intensive, very costly process that delays revenue for all involved. So our technology that automates that whole process of data transformation and delivery, retailers, suppliers, they all love it. So that's really what we do. Yeah.
Could you give us a real-life example of how that technology works?
Sure, of course. So in the case of we're starting to work now with major retailers, one of which we took live on our platform in September. They came to us and said, look, we have thousands of suppliers every day filling out a spreadsheet. It's huge, more than 200 columns, compatible with our system. They fill it out and we're supposed to upload it. They make mistakes, there's information missing, we go back and forth. It's horrible, we can't get products out online and for sale and generate revenue. So we integrated with their system, with the retailer's system, and now they're in the process of making Venzee available as an option to almost 9,000 companies, right? And it basically goes like this: to their suppliers, we know spreadsheets are no longer efficient, please meet our technology partner Venzee, who can automate this process, go sign up. And so that's the way that we work. And so it's really phenomenal to see that kind of growth very quickly. It has a real network effect, because this major retailer in particular is referring suppliers to us who have other retailers, who have other suppliers. So as a SaaS company where cost of customer acquisition can be quite high, we actually don't spend a dime on advertising. Like, all this business comes to us, which is phenomenal. Yeah.
Because the product speaks for itself.
It really does, and it's such our customers show up with such an inherent sense of what this costs them and the delays to their revenue. They're more than happy to put it in our hands, and we can turn a process that can take days and weeks, to do. It becomes real time with our platform. So yeah, very happy to be here, and very little competition in this space, which is even better.
The other sector where data transfer is going to be a mammoth challenge is blockchain, and you have come up with a new product there as well.
Yeah, we have. So when we started looking at blockchain in 2016, sort of where the opportunities were for us, we realized very quickly that those challenges around incompatible data, systems not being able to talk to each other, would be absolutely applicable to blockchain, because in our world, blockchain networks really are just another kind of database. So we see, in terms of customers that we're working with, they want to be able to deploy blockchain as a strategy, as part of their data strategy, but they want to be able to hook in, grab data from their existing databases, merge it together, transform it, and write it to blockchain. So we found that we had tech already built, live, done, that could be very easily adapted to support blockchain networks. So we announced the partnership today with BTL, with Interbit, their blockchain network solution. Phenomenal solution, great tech. And Parking having our product Mesh, which provides that system connectivity, data transformation, transporting the final results to Interbit it's really a match made in heaven for us. Yeah.
And what's 2018 going to look like for you at Venzee?
You're going to see me smiling a lot more. People ask what sort of keeps us awake at night, and it's really coping with growth, right? We've got an incredible team. We're really scaling on our sales team now. We've just added phenomenal talent literally in the last sort of month or so. So it's all about really execution now. Venzee is validated, just in retail alone, it's a huge problem. Now with support for blockchain across pretty much any industry, we're just going to see a ton of growth. So it's really about being able to cope with that growth, and I think 2018 is going to be sensational for us. Very happy.
Wonderful. Kate, thank you for making time.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much. Thank you.